Hey, Gary says subscribe. Okay. All right, let's open up the store. We have 2200 bucks. We need to pay bills. I already did pricing real quick. Bills, pay, payment, pay. Okay, we have 1500 buckaroonies. You know we got to order some veggies. Like we can order a ton of those. We probably don't need to, but hey. I'm going crazy. I don't need to be doing this crazy, do I? I want to have some freaking vegetables ready. Hey, I said I was going to order vegetables. Look at how many. Oh my gosh. I do know that some of these are fruits. I can identify which ones are that. But it is annoying to say fruits and vegetables constantly. So sometimes I just say vegetables. You got a problem with it? Fight me. In real life. You won't. Um, yeah, we went a little overboard with the vegetables, but we're gonna need them tomorrow or the next day, right? So you might as well. If you didn't see last one, we're probably gonna revamp our checkout design. I just lagged a little bit. Did you see that? We're gonna probably redo our checkout. We're gonna kind of squeeze. Oh no, we were gonna do the freezers maybe. Yeah, we don't need to do the checkout thing. What are you complaining? I see you through the wall just whining about prices, short guy, little fella. Why don't you just get a second job or something, man? I see you from the distance, man. You got a pretty big voice for a small guy. That's so messed up. Yeah, we're gonna do it's never mind. Scratch that. I just remembered that we went through all this effort to maybe potentially get a couple of freezers. I'm gonna try and pull that off this episode. Maybe at the end of this episode, let's do a couple days to see where we're at. Let's try to buy minimal product. And I didn't even look at how much are freezers. So the license itself is 1100. That's not that bad. And the freezers, we want two of the regular free. That's 800. That's an extra 2,000 bucks plus product cost. Extra 3,000 bucks. You don't think that's possible? I think that's very possible. Let's stock these lemon. You don't say lemons. You say it's plural. It's its own plural. Right? Does that make sense? Why does this kind of feel a little dark? The light from the windows isn't making it in here anymore, man. Our store's getting too big. But yeah, we're gonna try and pull off the freezer stuff today. I think we can do it. I'm feeling confident. I don't know why, but I think we could pull it off. Because it's only 500 bucks a day for our loan, which isn't terrible. And the money's been kind of slow, but also restocking's been kind of slow, so we haven't really had to buy a lot. Which is bad because like every day our store is open, we have to pay 500 bucks in a loan, and we have to pay, 200 bucks in bills. We have to pay 500 bucks plus probably 600 bucks in employee costs. So we want our store as busy as possible. We want to be buying a ton of product because that's making it worth. We should probably stock the apples. That's making it worth the store being open. We have a lot of just guaranteed expenses. Soda is too expensive for you. Well, guess what, man? You can go on a diet. You're getting a little chubby anyway, brother. You can go on a diet and drink water. It's free. You just turn on the sink, man. Soda is too, dude. It's like $2. Relax. It's been that way the whole. It's not like the economy's changing either. In real life, it is, but not in Supermarket Simulator, brother. Jerk. Anyway, yeah, I think that we'll be able to make that happen by the end of the episode, but maybe not. Who knows? It's been kind of volatile, not gonna lie. With our last debt, it was so hard to get out of debt, but now it feels like somehow our store is slower, but like we're making less money, but we're having to buy less. It's very confusing. Someone complained about something. I don't know what though. Wait, we have some paint left over. Yo. That's great. Dang. That's an accent wall. Mushrooms. That's not mushrooms. Yeah, I mean, we kind of went crazy with vegetables. We're going to have plenty of vegetables now for the forthcoming days. How would you say that? For the next few days. So yeah, I feel like we'll be able to save up money pretty well. We'll see. I mean, if it's volatile, it could be crazy. You never know. That's what volatile means. All over the place. We're doing this truck efficiently, though. You see how, like, I feel like we used to end the day at like $3,000 plus dollars. And you got to think, I spent down to zero very often. Oh, we might still end at 3,000. I just realized it's only 750, and we get a huge rush at the end of the night. So maybe I'm talking before I see the results. Who knows? Some of these vegetables are really cheap. That's why I bought a ton of some of them. I bought a ton of like all of them, but I just wanted to have a good amount ready. We have tons of mushrooms. We could use some more apples, but that's a good amount of stock. And the rest of our store is looking pretty good too. We're missing some stuff, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll order it tomorrow. Don't worry. Like, we do need some stuff. We can't ignore that. Sugar powdered is too expensive for you. Okay. Last episode, we were looking at a ton of people complaining about prices being too high. So we're trying to lower our prices. Try not to freak out. Let's stock some spaghetti. This is like the first time we've been able to help them stock in years. And that's all we're going to do. Yeah, we have a ton of people in line right now trying to check out. And a couple of people shopping still. We're probably going to end the day at 3,000. And that's about how much we needed. Like, what if we just didn't? I feel like we need to buy some stuff. Oh, and I didn't realize, like, loan costs and employee costs, we're not going to be at 3K. Oh, yeah, get them. With how well you're dressed, too, man, that's crazy. Sliced bread is too expensive for you. That's so crazy, dude. I mean, I'll lower it a tiny bit. That dude was dressed rich as heck, and he's stealing? That's crazy. Isn't there, like, a mental illness that, like, gets you addicted to stealing? And even if you don't need to steal, you just, like, the thrill of it encourages you to steal. Isn't there, like, a type of person that does that? Didn't I see that on Breaking Bad? We'll stock a brown cereal. I feel like I'm remembering. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. We can honestly probably stock another cereal. Let's do it. We're going to need to buy a couple more of these tomorrow. And cereal is no joke, dude. It's very expensive. What about yellow cereal? That one's doing okay. Cool. You know, we're feeling very stocked. We got, you know, well, we're missing some stuff, but they're keeping up plenty. Probably stock some honey. I was going to say, did that guy just get done doing that? There's one in here, isn't there? 3 in here. Oh my gosh. That's going to have to work. What if I end it? I was going to say, what if I end the day with the box in my hand? Can't do it though. Okay. We made some profit for sure. Supply costs and then loan, staff, rent, bills. So rent and bills is 200. So we're paying $800 in staff payment per day. Yikes. Loan payment 500, supply, that's how much we bought. So even with all those expenses, we still made out 800 plus, which is good. We're just going to use the computer for pricing. We are at 3K. Like, we could ignore I mean, it's looking a little light. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do it. Assuming we can continue making this kind of money, tomorrow we'll do it. Bills and bank and pricing. Yeah, we have 2,300 to buy products. We'll probably have some money left over too. Not gonna lie. That went up. Soda went up. Pretty sure it's the one we just lowered too, by the way. Let's just put that one at 250. I don't want people to fight me on prices anymore. Chocolate went up. Let's do 510. Bleach went down. People always complain about bleach though. We're gonna lower that one a tiny bit. Not that big of a deal. And then honey went down a lot. And that's a shame. That was a good earner for us. Oh well though. Okay, let's do a big order. Let's open and then do a big order. And I mean, we could do a couple. We'll probably do this day, and then maybe we'll design the frozen. You know what I mean? Like we'll design. What am I trying to say? We'll design the freezers and stuff, and maybe call the episode after that. I'm gonna try and pimp out our back room. I'm gonna do my best. I'd like to have some money left over. It doesn't look like that's gonna be the case though. But even if it's not, I think we'll be okay. Let's relax a little bit. We need some of this stuff pretty bad though. Soda's fine. Grab one of those. That's fine. We'll grab two of those. That's fine. That's okay. We'll grab one of those. We probably need some dishwashing tablets. That hurts. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, we bought a lot of stuff too, and we have $600 left over. It's almost $700 left over. Let's just hustle here and get this truck processed. I want this nice and done. We bought some stuff we didn't really need either. Tomorrow, I'm almost positive we're not going to need to buy anything. Other than the frozen stuff that we're going to need. What is this? Eggs? Because we've got two different varieties of eggs, so or two different counts. I'm still getting used to where everything is too. This game is so cozy though. I just like sitting down, you know, opening up Supermarket Simulator and just doing some mindless work while I rant and blab about garbage. There's just something so relaxing about it. Just so you know, I genuinely enjoy this. This is such a vibe for me. I can go there. She's doing her thing. I listen, I know I could save money with the janitor woman. I know I could save money with the security guard. I could probably fire a stalker. They just make my life so much easier, man. We get a wholesale offer. We sell 3 boxes of cake for $100. That's such a good deal, dude. We got to do it. We got to do it. We're going to have cake forever. But it's important. Taking advantage of stuff like that, I mean, we probably saved like $20. I know it doesn't seem like that much, but it counts, dude. It adds up. It really does. And we're not going to need to buy freaking cakes for so long. But yeah, I'm hoping that we could end this day around like 3,500, right? Wouldn't that make sense? We started the day at $600. Is 3,500 asking too much? And then what we can do is come tomorrow, we won't pay our bills at the beginning of the day. We'll worry about the end of the day. We'll stress about it later. We'll push the stress later. But that means we could do the freezers. I really want to do that. And I would do it tonight, but you can't order stuff at night. We have plans for because it's not just frozen stuff too. It's butter and cereal. That cereal we have plans for, and the butter we have plans for. We talked about it last episode. So basically the butter, we could get rid of a shelf of orange juice and apple juice, right? And then put the butter there. And then the cereal, we could get rid of these up top, put the last cereal up top. This could be a cereal zone. And then those cakes, like we could take away like these top two shelves and put the cakes there, you know? And then there's 4 items left that are frozen, which is how we got to the 2 freezer total. We have 90 cakes. We have so many. Thank goodness expiration isn't in this game. That would be crazy. I would just order stuff as I needed it then, I think. You can't really do like expiration and stuff and also do wholesale offers. Because the wholesale offers kind of encourage you to hoard a little bit, to invest in product in your back room. Expiration would encourage you to do the opposite. So, yeah. I don't know what my point is there, but I guess I'm glad that I saw someone complaining. We're just going to pretend like we didn't see it. More sugar. This feels like a liquid, you know? Or doesn't, I can't feel through the game, but it like, the picture looks like it should be liquid and not powder. It doesn't say powdered sugar though when you're ordering it. I don't know. It's almost 7 o'clock and we're already at 2,200. That's good. I think we may get to the why did I just randomly lose my train of thought like that? I'm in the middle of my sentence. Like, stay focused, bro. We might get to the goal amount that I wanted, which is like 3,500. I would feel really happy if we got to 35. Dang, how many eggs did we order? So many. We'll see though, man. It's really slowed down. We got a couple people online though. If they have big orders, you never know. And that could be another thing too. Like if it feels like the orders are randomized, so if you get unlucky and all your customers like don't really buy stuff, they buy like a couple items. Maybe that's why some days you make less money and some days you make more money. Because if everyone comes in and you just get lucky and they're buying tons of stuff, everyone is buying tons of stuff, maybe that's why certain days feel busier than other days. I don't know. We can do a little garlic situation. I'm just going to help them stock. We're at 3,000. The employee, what am I saying? The employee, whoa, get owned. The staff costs, they get taken out automatically. So we can't really push that off later in the day. So we need to make like 38. Okay, I'm not going to stock one at a time while you take your freaking time taking. Just grab like a handful, dude. It's kiwi. It's got like a husk on it. You know what I'm saying, dude? She's still going. Just grab a handful, brother. You're out of your minds. Stock some apple. We're at 34. I think tomorrow we're doing freezers. Okay. So just so you know, this is probably going to be the last day of this episode. Tomorrow morning, I mean, we're 19 minutes in. Yeah, I could see us spending at least 10 minutes freaking moving stuff around. Although we do need apples. We have plenty of apples on the shelf. We have tons. It's double face, so it's face there and on the back. We are pretty short though, but that's okay. Anything else need to be stocked? Mushrooms. We have plenty of mushrooms though. Okay. That hurt my soul just then. She put 2 mushrooms out. Thought I was going to do something. Why do we have so many partials, dude? It's making me mad. I thought we had a lot of mushrooms, and we just have like 5,000 partial boxes of mushrooms. Yeah. All right. Once this guy checks out, we are going to end our day. We're almost at 4K. That's huge. That's exactly what I needed. We actually have another customer too. Let's stock a little bit more sugar. Let's do that. We're almost out of it. Oh, he's doing it too. Okay, maybe we're not almost out. At least his display is pretty much full. Okay, last guy. How you doing, sir? You are our last customer of the day. I just wanted to thank you for your business. Please don't stare at my cashiers like that. They're sensitive about that. They get social anxiety. By the way, that's Gary you're staring at. He's employee of the month, so you better be careful. We're not joking around here. He's a national treasure. We value him. I would lay down my life for Gary. You understand that? So don't don't stare at him like that. Say thank you too. Get out of here. Okay. We broke 4K. That's big. Cool. All right, here we go. We're not gonna pay bills. We'll do prices. Let's do prices now before we forget. We're not paying bills. We will pay our bills later on today. Okay. Tuna went up by a good amount too. I think we could probably get away with $9 for that. Mushrooms went down by a insane amount. That sucks. Kiwi went down by an insane amount. Wow. That's not good. Those were really good earners for us. That is a shame. And then sliced bread went up a little bit. We'll take it. $5.25. $5.35. Okay. Pricing's done. Now we need to make room for 2 freezers. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to tell our stockers to stop working. Because this always bites me in the ass. Hiring restockers. Just stop working, everyone. Drop what you're doing. Just here, have a free break. I brought you Jersey mics. Just take a free break, okay? Chill. All right. So, we have... What if we buy the license first and see... See where everything goes, you know? We're gonna need the 2 freezers. 800. And then butter. Dude, frozen stuff is pretty cheap. No, it's not. Pizzas are $90. What am I talking about? Okay, 4 of everything. We purchase. Oh, man. And then... Where's butter? Here's butter. I'm assuming butter goes into a refrigerator. So let's take a crate off, and let's just see if it goes here. It does. So we were correct with that. Okay. Let's take let's take this. All right, are we even going to be able to get away with this? I think we are. Cool. Boom. Let's put this back. Let's get an orange juice box as well. Trust me, this is all going to make sense. Dude, how freaking perfect is that? I don't know why I like set it down like that. Okay. So now we have 2 butters. And we're going to have a couple for backstock. Boom. So I was correct. This is the main thing that I was concerned about was if the butter was refrigerated. Listen, I know it makes sense that butter is refrigerated. Let me show you one thing. This is milk, and it's not in the refrigerator, okay? I don't know what shelf-stable milk. Listen, I don't even know if that's a thing. Maybe in another country. In the country that I'm from, this is not a thing. So you never know with this game, okay? Okay, so we got butter. That's solved. Cereal. Let's solve that. Cereal. What should we slim down? I feel like that's the right call. You know? 2 top shelf situations. We have 1 left. Do we have a partial here? We don't. That hurts. Do we have any like medium-sized boxes that we could put it in? We don't. Oh, we do. Look at that. No, doesn't count. Why not? Like, what would you even put in here? This is 100% the size box that we would need. Dang it, man. I feel like last time we tried to expand, the same kind of glitch happened. Should we just leave it in our crate? Should we put it on the floor? Should we do that? We'll put it on the floor right there. Dude, that's... Please don't unsubscribe because I did that. Alright. We have the same exact situation here. Do we have a peanut butter box that's available? We do. Okay, this one won't be an issue. Take 1 off. Crate. Put 1 on. Okay, crate's empty. This peanut butter can go to the back room now. And then these can get taken off. Hey, I'm figuring this out. I'll do that. Okay. Very slow. That's the problem with a crate is you like restock and unstock stuff so slowly. It's all good. Okay. I like those there too. That looks really good. Not even gonna lie. Okay, let's see how the cereal looks here. That's a pizza. Excuse me, sir. That's a fries. Dude, look at these. Honey bee oats. I like it. I really do. I'm assuming this is a honey bee oats. Yeah, cool. Cool. This is the cereal zone. Definitely a lot less. Again, my eventual plan is to do. I mean, that's the same thing, right? To do 3, 2, 3, 2. That's the same thing. Wait. 3. Because it's 4 and 4. So like bottom is 4 slots all the way around. This middle shelf is 4 slots all around, and then it's 2. So if we did 3 for one variety here, 3 for another variety here, I guess it's 2 and then 2. Okay. I don't know. Maybe if we get another cereal, we can rearrange that. We very well might get another cereal. Okay, now all that's left is frozen stuff. We have 2 freezers in here. Let's see how big the freezers are. They're not that big. They're not that big. This is very doable. Okay. Where should the freezers be? I feel like they should be on the back wall. Wouldn't you agree with me? We could make like a little frozen, like a little floating freezer area though. Like put them back to back. I'm just thinking here. I'm obviously not going to do that. This is the big problem here, isn't it? I think they should be back on the wall. I mean, electricity isn't a real thing in this game, obviously. Let's just see how they look. Oh, you know what? What about this? The only problem is that the rest of the cleaning stuff is way over there. It's crowded. It is quite crowded. It's kind of like an interesting little shell. I don't really like it, though. In fact, I would push it out to make it like a little square. Huh? I can't put this back? Okay, maybe it's because I'm standing there. Yeah, that was the issue. What? It's just like that. Oh, crap. Okay, maybe that's not the solution. I don't need to place these very accurately. I do like where this is. We gotta move those two shelves though. Could we potentially move this here? No, because he's all over that. I like him having a little bit of standing room. Am I worried about stuff that doesn't matter? It like in actual gameplay? Yes, I'm worried about that, but like I like shit to make sense too. You know what I mean? Like, don't come at me, bro. What about in front of the windows? I don't like that. We're gonna have to figure something out quick. This was really tight like that. Move stuff down. Freezer, something like that. I don't know, man. I'm really stuck here. I want it next to the refrigerators. I'm pretty passionate about that. We're going to leave toilet paper in the corner over there. That's going to be its special thing. We're going to try not to like put that directly on the shelving. I know that here's the problem. This floating thing makes no sense. That's not going to work. I'm not going to be happy with that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm telling you, I'm making big moves, brother. I'm assuming that's how, the orientation that it should go, right? I don't know. Does that look good? I kind of like it in the corner like that. There's some empty space and I wish we could like put stuff overlapping a little bit so they could be like caddy corner perfectly, you know? Like they could look like that right on the wall, you know? But you see how they overlap on the bottom dotted lines? Can't do it. Freezer zone. Nah, trust me, this is gonna make sense. What if we go all the way to the edge? And then we start moving these over, okay? You with me? Can you tell what I'm gonna do? We can put juice and stuff here. We can't. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way then. That's okay. We're gonna like mirror it. So it's still gonna make sense, but it's gonna be the opposite way. Boom. And this can go here. This can go here. Okay. Boom. And then here's where we get crazy. Toilet paper can go there. Hold up. Just trust me on this, okay? We're putting food here. Okay? Are you with me? Because I'm not with me. We could just put. I like this oil kind of salt. We could put that right here. Okay, and then we should be able to move these out. Yep, there's enough space. Like that. I'll even move it a little bit more out. I don't like how it clips on the bottom there. Okay, like that, right? We might need to buy another camera for this corner. That's okay. And we're going to move everything over. Listen, this is stuff that I would do. Like, I didn't realize how big of a massive of a change this was, but it's important. We gotta get this done, okay? That's there. Dude, we did it. I'm telling you, we did it. This is a pretty big, ugly ass thing here, but it's fine. And this is like right on the cash register. That's kind of annoying. I don't really know how we can solve that though. That's a little bit better. It's tight fit. It's definitely not a roomy part of our store. This area has so much space. We could definitely do something with that eventually. Okay, let's see what's going on with this. So pizzas. Is this full? Yikes. Potato? Chicken? What is this? This needs to be placed on a shelf? Excuse me? What is this? But it's just potatoes. Why did I assume that needed to be put on a refrigerator? Okay, we can definitely recover that. That's more pizzas. Fries. Okay, we can recover that. I'm not stressed about that at all. Fries. What else do we have? Chicken. Cheese chickens, 100%. I think we're going to need 2 facings of the chickens, and I believe that's all of our products, right? More chickens. Yep. The thing is, you can't tell if they're empty until you're right up on it. Can I put double here? I can't. We're going to need more freezer eventually. Not going to lie. Okay, so it goes pizza, chicken, and fries. We could do chickens here. Chickens can be there. It's not. Well, no, we got to put potato. We still have to put potatoes. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Next to the vegetables, maybe we could lower these 2 shelves. You know, I feel like these potatoes need a lot of space, though. What can I really lower? Sugar doesn't need that much. We could combine something over here. Basmati. No, both sugars could go right next to each other, dude. What if you did that? Come on, just stock it. What are we doing here? Okay. These are empty now. We have 6 in here. Do we have a 6 space? We don't. 5 space, dude. That's brutal. Well, you know what we do? Dude, I am gonna hate myself later for that. I'm gonna feel like such a doofus for just throwing stuff on the floor back here. Hey, we do what we need to do the upgrade. Okay, now sugar can go with sugar, right? Gotcha. I understand. So what are we gonna do with the empty spots of sugar now? I think we just take away all the sugar, and we just leave it. We don't have the boxes for the sugar though. But we need the sugar out of here. Do we have any sugar? We don't. I wish you could just like buy empty boxes or something, man. I don't keep a ton of empty boxes around because it's like this is such a rare occasion. How many can we put in here? Because I'll just leave them in the crate. Just get surprised. We can only do that many. Is there anything else we could stock that's that box size? Basmati? Only 3 basmati here. Can we do that? Okay. Yes. Look at this. Okay. We put this down. We could still use another box. Like a skinny little box like this. So let's look for one. What's a skinny little box? Maybe cheese? No, that's 9 in there. I'm just looking for something that we're low on. There's 15 in there. Not that many in here. Maybe they can be stocked. I don't even know where anything is anymore, brother. No, those are full. That's okay. We'll find it. Hey, this is gonna... Hey, magically a long episode. Boom. That's okay, though. Basmati, we just checked. Coffee? How much tea is in here? Please. 2 left. All right, we're throwing it. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna hate myself for doing that. That's so just straight up disrespectful to my own store, man. That's crazy. What are we doing? Oh wait, we have a crate. Yeah, full of these. Okay. Of course, I'm 1 short. Okay. These can be banked now. They're expensive too. I don't want to waste one of those. And then russet potatoes go here. The sugar needs to be with sugar anyway. And call me, dude, only 2 can fit on the shelf. Oh my gosh. Thank gosh we did a whole section for those. We absolutely need to do that. That is wild how big these are. Okay. And like I like how the potatoes are facing the other vegetables because they have to be on a shelf, you know what I mean? Like this is almost perfect case scenario. You get what I'm saying, dude? Okay, let's see if we can stock in it. Dude, we're going to have to really keep up with stock of pizzas and stuff. We're good though. Chicken. Unfortunately, I think we moved bread back up here. We just need to. It sucks. Chicken can be 4-piece there. And then russet potatoes can be 4-piece there. And we're going to have to expand our shelving or use our shelving in a more intelligent way. That is a problem for another time, though. We are already 43 minutes in. I got to end this episode before it's like 5 hours long, dude. Okay, pizza. Man, I thought we were going to be good on storage forever. But just with that one light, there's stuff all over the floor. Oh my gosh. Maybe we could pick it up in our crate and just kind of handle it as we see fit. We're going to get surprised by that stuff in our crate, though. Chickens is here. Is that chicken or turkey? I can't remember. More pizza. We have a lot of stock for this stuff, which is cool. Like a ton. I mean, a ton of those pizzas. That's why they're so expensive. I crapped. Oh, wait. We have a cereal situation, too. Brick. I think we're going to have to utilize the top shelf again. That top shelf is going to be honey oats, bees oats. Okay. More pizza. Yeah, we did not need this much pizza, dude. Look at... We have over 100 pizza. I mean, I expected more to be on the shelf, in my defense. So all of the frozen stuff is going to be a lot. What are these? Oh, butter. Dude, I forgot we even handled that. Butter's good. Okay. So, but we need a place for it. Why don't we put it next to eggs? That's beautiful. That honestly works out lovely. And we have a really good amount of backstock for all this stuff too. Not like a really good. We'll just put all this crap in here. And then we'll just like stock it. We'll get surprised by that, but we'll probably be able to like stock it. Dude, let's do prices. These potatoes are, let's make them $5.75. Butter, we're gonna make that $2.80. Pizza, that's gonna be $5.43. Chicken, those are pretty expensive. That's a good $10. Fry, it's a $6.50. $6.42. Okay. Is that it? Potato, butter. There's 3 items here. Am I missing something? What else did we put? Wasn't it 6 items? Hold on, let me see. Butter? No, cereal, dude. Oh my gosh, almost forgot about that. Cereal. Oh. Okay, this one's gonna be $5.55. $5.55. $5.22. Okay, good enough. Okay, I gotta end the episode. Subscribe if you like the Tetris we just played. I mean, you gotta be on. Like, come on. Was that not impressive? Listen, I know I struggled my way through it. We moved a ton of stuff around though. And look, we got the cool freezers. I'm trying to get a good little thumbnail here. I don't know. You'll know if you look at the thing. Can't really see anything in that. Let's do that. Oh, what about like this? What about like that? I don't know. Thumbnails are weird. One of these will work. I'll figure it out later. But we moved all the cleaning stuff over there. Dude, we have potato. Dude, this is sick. We got the sugar. Some of this stuff happened accidentally too, man. Like, I'm actually really happy with the cereal and and I like this little middle shelf thing that we did. We had to get really creative, but dude, I think it worked out great. I honestly do. Thank you for watching this video. I know you've already subscribed, so I don't even need to ask you. And goodbye. And thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you.